Let's see, a little adjustment here. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today, it's actually a few hours left before Zendikar Rising Constructed caps off, so probably a bit late for when you guys see this video, but might be something to consider when we lose out a lot of the cards come rotation. Though the landscape probably will change a lot by then because this is the first set of the new rotation. Anyway, I figured I have most of the cards for rogues. I'm actually missing the pathways for this. I haven't gotten any from drafting yet. I figured I'd give it a shot without crafting, see how that turns out. Probably a bad idea considering we got a lot of 1-drops here. Well, okay, these are not so much 1-drops. But primarily we want to at least hit our 2-drops, especially the Soaring Tall Thief here, so that might be an issue. Other than that, we're basically trying rogues out to see where it goes. Now, pretty much everyone should have a playset, or not necessarily a playset, maybe about 2-3 copies, I guess. The one I want to have more copies of is the Nighthawk Scavenger, but this is pretty much a must-kill. That said, I am giving Relic Golem a shot because this is essentially 6/6 for 3 mana. You will eventually, between the Duelist, the Wind Robber, the Soaring Tall Thief, you will eventually hit 8 cards. And so and we do have a suite of removal and feed the Swarm, Blood Chief's Thirst. The Expedition Skulker is pretty much there just as a cheap 2-drop. We are kind of hurting for those. If this doesn't pan out, there is the Flash Flyer that also mills cards, so that might be a better direction. But I'm basically testing these out to see what kind of works in that this constructed environment. And yeah, that we'll give this one a shot, see how it turns out. But other than that, in regular standard, I do have a rogues deck. It's more of a rogue / flash deck, so not. But yeah, it's okay. I'm pretty much gonna give this a few runs. I don't expect to win this one quite a lot. Because we are running a subpar version of the deck. I used to have a clerics deck. We're kind of scrounging for playables. In particular, a few more copies of the one white cleric. Though it's also a bit of a synergy issue. I want to run it with, say, Lurrus, but most of the clerics I have there are pretty much 3-drops, so I might end up just running Call of the Death Dweller instead. Yeah, I lose out on repetition, but sometimes you don't get the benefit of that. I also have a warriors deck. It's actually more half warrior, half dog. Okay, so right off the bat, definitely have to play. I will keep this one. We do have all our colors. We are kind of delayed, so that's an issue. So that also pretty much tells our opponent what our deck is, but can't be helped. Nice thing is I can leave up Jawari Disruption if I have to. Alternately, if our opponent drops, okay, just a Root Grazer, I'm actually not gonna counter that because we can just kill that on the cheap. Blood Chief's Thirst is always very good. And I can still hold up Disruption. So we're basically just gonna start ooh, this is green-white landfall. So the plan is if our opponent drops something significant, we go Disruption. Otherwise, we just do Tall Thief number 2. We'll do Tall Thief number 2. Yeah, once this starts going in multiples, it's really annoying. Okay, we got Duelist as an option. I'm still gonna keep these up. Okay, opponent's also running Zendikar and Felidar Retreat. Looks like most of their good stuff is in the 4 mana slots, so yeah, we're gonna hold up Disruption. We will be able to fire off a Duelist. Then once that's done, we probably just drop the Relic Golem. Spook Swarm. I think our opponent was trying to hold up for interaction, but that was probably not Yeah, he was holding that. Oh wait, duelist. Oh, I tapped because I didn't have the mana. Okay, so I still don't have the mana for this, but I do have a 6/6 now. So we're still hoping for one more land just to get Zareth San. Ooh, wow, we're hit. Okay, we hit. Okay, so our opponent's trying to go Scoot Swarm, though without the mutate, it's not that busted. Probably sign of things to come. Also, okay, there's our Felidar retreat. Opponent probably drops a land. No, concedes. Well, yeah, Soaring Taw Thief, once it gets going, it really gets going. So that's really tough. So yeah, I guess are we the bad guys now on this one? We'll see. I'm pretty sure we're bound to lose to a bet. We're bound to lose to a bet. Okay, Scourge of the Skyclaves. Okay, well, this isn't well, we're not exactly tutoring stuff off with that one. So, then again, if we can go really low in life, would that be a good card? No, it can't block. I don't think it can. No, I might be mixing it up with the other card. Oh yeah, I also forgot to check the rates, but 500 gold for an entry, I don't think you're gonna get much of your money back unless you can win the whole thing. Okay, there you go, got a match. Yeah, that single golem can actually do blocks for quite a while. Yeah, landfall. Okay, definitely keeping this one. Yeah, these lands work overtime. Okay, got an Expedition Skulker, but let's be honest, we're running the Taw Thief. Looks like everyone's doing landfall. So this just keeps growing though, so that's a problem. Let's say your opponent drops a land. Doesn't drop a land. Okay, but doesn't attack either, which is very smart. You don't attack into this. So might as well flood the board now. And doesn't matter how big the fledgling is if we have the Skulker. Okay, nuke a land. Let's put the basic. Okay, nuke a land, nuke the. We don't have our removal this time, so this might be a bit pricey. Opponent now has, well, 3 mana up. Scoot Swarm would be a problem. We will be relying on these golems to get us through. Although, no, just a Jerboa. Okay, so we take 2. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we hit our mana. So let's see, 2. Is this whenever 1 or more rogues? So we get our opponent down to 4. If this hits, get 5 cards. I kind of want to play this one first, just to have something that can, block. Okay. So opponent's down to 5. Okay, 5 in the yard. So next turn we have Relic Golem, can't really activate. So 4/4 flyer. Yeah, we're pretty much racing this guy. Opponent wants to nuke this one if possible. Basswood Search. Oh wow. So these guys get big, but we can snipe the Cobra or the Jerboa. Yeah, so this is our opponent's deck actually going off. Let's see. We have to block something. That's a given. Opponent has 3 mana. There's that one spell that, okay, Might of Morasa 11. Okay, opponent is all in on that one. So this one just keeps growing. This one is really just a 5/5. So okay, can we go down to 2? Okay, I think our opponent is flush for mana at this point, so we're actually gonna just take most of the hits. We will have to hold back, say, the Wind Robber now. Opponent does have 8 cards already. Another plan is I could actually just start swinging with the Black Bloom Rogue. Because I need to have multiple flyers on defense. Now, I'm trying to remember if there's an effect that gives trample. Okay, Murasa doesn't do it. Opponent plays a Scoot Swarm. So, swarms are gonna start coming in. Okay, opponent's actually also out of cards. Missed that one, so we can actually 6, 7... Okay, my turn. Hold on, we got a 1, a 2, and a 3. Let's just swing with those two. Our opponent has to double block this. Or pump and block. That's fine also. The trick, but we cannot just die in the air. That's pretty much the plan. I didn't exactly talk much about this deck now that I think of it. Well, probably because I wasn't expecting this one to do very well, but... Okay, let's see. Our opponent has to block one of these guys. Okay, opponent's actually gonna go out on that one. If our opponent has a pump effect, we don't kill either. Oh, didn't have the pump effect anyway. Okay, so we can actually return a one. Okay. So, activate ability, sacrifice a card. Get the Wind Robber. Get a 3, a 2, and a 1. End the turn. Woo! Okay, we're doing that. Somehow we outval. I'm actually quite curious about what happened there. Cause landfall is supposed to be pretty good. In fact, the green-white one seems to have the... Maybe the green one, red, has the better chance. Okay, so... yeah, you have to get all 4 wins to get most of your money back, but 3 wins is respectable. That's our second landfall deck. I know the theory crafting of what makes it work. In fact, if I have to do another iteration of this deck, we probably want to... Okay, the 1 mana removal is perfect because most of the key cards there are 1 or 2 mana. You kind of want to have extra removal, and the counter spells are kind of work also, though that's only because our opponent cannot afford to just cast something and not get the landfall trigger, or cannot afford to just keep 1 mana floating up at all times. So we can kind of get away with that. It's actually weird how we kind of got away with that one. Though we are virtually running 27 lands. That might be a thing. Do I want to do a second version of this one? I think I might consider trying to rebuild that Cleric's deck, I guess. If everyone's running landfall, it fits kind of perfectly in the sense that I do have the removal suite. I probably want more removal spells if I do. The Expedition Skulker is actually a good call in that sense too. Like, so far I haven't seen much of Trampled. Okay, the flying is an issue, so that might be where Rogues rule and Clerics drool. Would Wizards work? Wizards have a good number of flyers, but none of them are flash speed. That's the problem. Warriors, yeah, you have to be very quick. with the right cards, like with enough copies of Maul of the Skyclaves, you can set up a really broken start. Just go super aggro, like with your turn 1 Fireblade Charger, turn 2. It's not the same without certain rogues though. Okay, so I'm willing to keep this one because, yeah, we can just go turn 1 Wind Robber. We have options for removal turn 2. We can do a Skulker if our... Okay, this one is green blue, so... Okay, it's Kicker. So right off the back, we're gonna kill this guy's momentum. We're just gonna kill their momentum. Because, let's see, most of the good kicker spells you want to hit at 4 mana. Okay, we were kind of missing though. I could have just played the Mind Carver, considering that Feed the Storm's a sorcery anyway. I'm also trying to remember the counter spells they have at these colors. Inscription... Disruption. Probably have a Disruption incoming. Hold on, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're gonna end the turn here because only because I'm super suspect on what their next move is. Like, the kicker deck is not supposed to run like a flash deck. This is not that old day. Roost of Drakes, so they did not kick it. So they are holding up a different spell. I could mill myself for 2 cards, but I'm just gonna submit 0. No, this is just basically us trying to get into aggro. So we're gonna swing with these because we have Into the Royals, our other removal backup. I could have swung with this one too. Okay, there's a Flora Heathen. There's another land. We're stuck. We are still stuck on 2 mana, so the Singleton Mind Carver might not come out into play. Okay, I know our opponent should have a kicker. Into the Royal is the one kicker spell I can think of. This is a cast trigger, so they'll get the Drake no matter what happens. Okay, finally hit our land. I'm gonna swing with everything this time. Let's see that Into the Royal. Now, that said, we can use the... Okay, there's the Into the Royal. He will try to draw a card. Hold on. Should we let them draw a card? Because this bounces. This hits for 1. Actually, yeah, we'll resolve. We'll let them draw a card. Bounce that. It's 8. Since I can't really cast anything, we'll just drop the Mind Carver on... I'll drop it on the Wind Robber. So if our opponent tries to mess with this, I could just sack this one straight now that our opponent has 8 cards. Yeah, I think we're Vine Gecko. Okay, so our opponent could just run out another... Wait, what's... Another Into the Royal. Also got another Into the Royal ourselves, so we're going to attack first. Yeah, mana's a bit awkward without the pathways, that's for certain. So let's see how our opponent does this. Into the Royal. Gets a kick. Gets a Drake. No, does not get a Drake. Yeah, so we're still suffering in terms of mana. Okay, hit. Next damage. Yeah, the mana issues are going to be an issue here. And this Singleton Mind Carver, I only put it here because, well, a lot of my creatures are actually very small if you consider it, so this one's actually quite good. Now our opponent's in the setup where they can, say, kick a Gnarlid Colony. Now we'd have a 4/4 to worry about. I probably will still feed the Swarm Divine Gecko because this one's basically a mana dork for kicker spells. So what are we looking for? Well, the mana to cast Expedition Skulker would be nice. At least we kind of blanked their Into the Royals. Sure. Inscription, put 2 counters. So gets another... Wait, this one is... Hold on. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Actually, I want... Wait. That puts a counter. Puts 2 more +1/+1 counters. Okay, so cannot let that resolve. I will just lose it. Okay, there's our land. So now we have a 6/6 to worry about. Which we can beat the Swarm, so it's not a big loss. Once Blood Chief's turn. So beat the Swarm. Blood Chiefs first. Another. Yeah, so having all that cheap removal is very important. But now to actually get through. Yeah, this Inscription is going to be very good. Yeah, the kicker deck is probably much more solid. Most of your stuff can be... Okay, 2/2, 3/3. We definitely want to play Skulker. We need 1 more mana to get the re-equip the Mind Carver. Inscription is a problem. Okay. If our opponent does have mana problems, though, we might be able to get away with it. So I'm going to actually just cast Expedition Skulker. Then pass. If our opponent drops another land, we're... Okay, they dropped another land, so we're not getting away with... Yeah, we're not getting away with this one. One being meticulous. Well, let's see if they cast anything else. Actually, doesn't... If you're casting the Inscription, doesn't matter. Casting the Coral Helm Chronicler. Okay, that one's actually fine. We'll let that resolve. Opponent gets an Into the Royal. Well... Okay, we'll hold on that one. There's a Feed the Swarm, which... I will do on this one. If our opponent... It means it's useless for our opponent to try to bounce it. So I might as well swing with this one up top. Oh. We're milling more cards. We could still use mana though. Yeah, because if I did any one of these other guys, I would be taking extra damage. It doesn't solve the flyer problem. Opponent has 6 mana, so my Jawari Disruption's not so great now. Just thankful our opponent's not trying. I'm tempted to equip, but I need to start getting more bodies on the ground. Also, the likelihood of me being able to... Also, if I can convince our opponent to cast a spell, it's actually fine. Like, you don't want to use Into the Royal, bouncing that, gets a Drake. That's actually fine. The moment our opponent blocks, we just sack this to draw a card, so... No harm, no foul. Well, the drakes are still gonna be a problem though. This is where missing the... Okay. So I'm actually gonna play the Relic Golem now. Because let's say... Because if our opponent wants to go for the fight, it won't be able to take out the golem. This is our opponent's turn into the royal, by the way. So if I see one more, you need one more mana. Go for the bubble snare. It taps it, so... But I'm gonna let that happen because I need to see if our opponent decides to use this other's card or not. Like, I take 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's absorb the most damage. This is an instant speed one. Yeah, opponent didn't go for... Could have buffed it, I guess. So this is also... No, this is not a rogue. That's a caveat there. Yeah, this is technically a lost game at this point. We're so way behind. We never... Like, if I were to cast this Nighthawk Scavenger now, it eats one of these two. Although I can kind of delay it a bit. Or I should just play this as a land at this point. Well, I'm definitely swinging with this. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Opponent blocks, taps this. Yeah. Opponent most likely taps this one. So Nighthawk Scavenger is very good if you're ahead. But it's very hard when you're behind. Yeah. In hindsight, if I knew I was gonna draw this, I probably would have. Ooh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that makes sense. You get 2 drakes and get the bubble snare. Yeah, let's see. So we did figure out the weakness. Well, basically, our mana was also a weakness on that one, though. Yeah, so it looks like if you don't hit that if you don't hit that key uncommon creature, you're not gonna win. So let's see if we can get one. Let's see if we can get at least one more win out of this one. There is no way to increase our Soaring Top Thieves. We probably want more rogues on the 2 slot, but I feel more comfortable just... Okay, this is a better start, so we can do Wind Robber turn 1, Thought Thief turn 2. Or Wind Robber turn 1, Blood Chief's Curse Duelist turn 2, then Thought Thief turn next turn. So yeah, we have choices here at least. I also forgot to check if I'm missing any of these particular Zendikar full arts. Oh yeah, they did release a code. It gives you three different lands. It's just type Zendikar lands, and they'll give you 3 random ones. Kind of like if you watch my previous video, I was talking about how Quick Draft doesn't offer... How Quick Draft does not offer the a full art basic. Yeah, I figured there was a bit of a miscommunication because those are pretty much the formats. Okay, now we really want another black. So that said, I will still lead on Wind Robber turn 1. Now that I think of it, Bubble Snare is cheap removal of a sort. Okay, Blood Chief's Curse. Okay, we got that out of the way, so that's good. Got an Agadeem's Awakening. We'll save that for later. Opponent didn't play a creature, so we didn't have to Blood Chief's Curse anything. Our opponent could be playing... This looks like a mono black setup. Because I'm trying to think what are the 2 mana removal that is not Heartless Act or Scavenger. Okay, so we're not Blood Chief's Thirsting this one. Okay, we did hit our mana though. Yeah, so we're just gonna. We do have our own Blood Chief's Curse, so opponent has their own Soaring Thought Thief. Okay, they got. Ah, come on, I wanted that. So have those trade. We are now incentivized to actually hold Agadeem's Awakening. At least I know there's no Drown in the Loch, so there's my cold comfort. Hold on, we lost a 1, a 3. I kind of want 2 more mana to get the 1, 2, 3 trifecta. And if I remember correctly, this one takes from all opponent's graveyards. Oh, I actually forgot about Drana. And we can only do 1 of these, so... Yeah, the mana's problems. Let's see, and this is an attack trigger. In your graveyard, what do they get back? They get back Scavenger or Soaring Thought Thief. So we're gonna have to accept that we're taking a hit here. Oh, I actually forgot about. Well, I didn't craft Drana. Would Drana been? I was trying to save wild cards, so I didn't even draft extra Zareth Sans. Why would I draft the Drana? Probably want more Zareth Sans at this rate, though. So let's see what our opponent gets back. Oh, we get to choose, so there's an added benefit for that. We can play the Zulaport Duelist just to minimize the amount of damage we take. I probably will. Yeah, we still want to hit. I have to also encourage the trade if possible. Okay, ooh, nice. Anti-cognition's probably... I could block. I'm trying to think if there's a pump effect. Not in these colors. I know there's a drain effect. Ruin Crab again. Opponent might have a land this time. Okay. Well, I needed some of those lands. Got ourselves another duelist. So wait, we could do X equals 1 just to say get back a Wind Robber. Well, I might actually just swing with these two. Let's see what. As long as we can keep milling smaller cards, we're actually fine. So we're actually gonna... Opponent's also running Expedition Skulker, so that might be a problem. So I actually want that trigger to be on the stack. Opponent places Zareth San. Okay, so we have multiple things to block. So this is an attack trigger. So pass. He will swing with both. So play our duelist number 2. Probably just shrink the Zareth's. Actually, shrinking Zareth San's meaningless. Okay, opponent. I'll have to give them a... Yeah, shrinking Zareth San's meaningless because both of them were gonna die anyway. Let's see if our opponent... Yeah, that was a whiff. Oh well. Okay, that's one of our cards that... Oh, that's an... Oh, those are all our answers. What are we left with? We're left with a Relic Golem. Yeah, in hindsight, I could have yeah, we're milling a lot. Well, the Ruin Crabs are helping in the mill. Nah, I did not consider it necessary to win by mill. So, but though the Ruin Crabs are very good at blocking the ground, the Expedition Skulker does a better job. Let's see what's our opponent's cheap threat that we can. I don't want to put on an. We might have to put on another Expedition Skulker. Duelists galore. Yeah, I could have saved damage. Okay, so whiffed on that one. We have to give our opponent. This one's gonna kill us. Definitely not giving them a Soaring Taut Thief. So we'll take the tool. It's a bit of a race at this point. Yet another Zulaport Duelist. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, what's this? Infiltrator. Tap another, can't be blocked. Deals damage, draw a card. Yeah, we're running out of cheap things to give our opponent. Okay, opponent got antsy. So it doesn't matter how we shrink these guys because their 1 damage is lethal. Okay, just milled even more land, so that's 4 damage if I give it to them. This has menace. I definitely don't want to give them these. I don't want to give them that. So pass the blockers. On the bright side, if we hit our mana, we can Agadeem's Awakening for a 1/2. Wind Robber. Okay. We might be forced to go for a 1/2. We can't wait forever. Let's see. Those are nice inscriptions. We're not giving them Acquisitions Expert because I really want to cast that Agadeem's Awakening. I might have to give them an Expedition Skulker back. Okay, this one's a forced double block. Well, I'm kind of taking 5 damage anyway. So we'll see which one our opponent chooses to take out. Okay, that makes sense because we're probably not going to win this one though. Opponent goes for the draw card. They might have their own Agadeem's Awaken. Nope, just another Wind Robber. I think that's it for all my removal. I think all of it's gone now. Let's see. Hagra. Oh, another Soaring Taut Thief. Four, 5, 6. Okay, I take 5, go down to 4. I probably give them another Wind Robber. That's the problem. Yeah, I really just need one more land. I could try to block the. I could just try to block the Last Blood Chief, get it over with. That's probably have to pass though. And then if our opponent has removal, then it's kind of all over. Yeah, Inscription of Ruin is very good against us here. So Thief. Okay, that buffs everyone. Also mills us out even more. Ooh, that's even more remove. We'll have to give them the. Opponent has a Malakir Rebirth just to bring it back. I actually had two copies of this originally. I ended up cutting it the last minute. Probably is very good though. It's a good way to chop lands, I guess. Let's see. They're 20. We're at 20 also. Wait a minute. Oh, they lose 2 life. Why did they? Oh, they lose 2 life because of the rebirth. Okay, sure. So definitely Soaring Taut Thief and Merfolk Wind Robber. Yeah, our opponent's about to swing with everything. And additional lands will probably make us lose faster than our opponent. Yeah, that was 6 cards. And that, all our removal too. Ooh, the tongue. So opponent is holding this back. Yeah, I think our opponent's gonna try to win by mill, which makes perfect sense. Has the Blood Chief's first also. We only got a Nighthawk Scavenger, but we're very close. If our opponent draws another card, we're... Nope, it's a Wind Robber, so not another card. We could just... Okay, opponent is digging for something. Relic Gold. Oh, they have their own Relic Gold. If they swing with Blood... Okay. Oh, wait. Oops. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I did not expect to have one more in it. That was literally... That was technically a miracle play. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I feel so sorry for our opponent. That was so undeserved. We were supposed to lose. Let's not kid ourselves. We were supposed to lose that one. Well, next game is definitely the last one. See how it turns out. Yeah, if you have time, definitely add the pathways. Definitely add at least another Zareth San. Drana is actually very good for the long game. It's actually very good for the mirror match. Ruin Crab. Okay. The Rogue's deck doesn't really need to win by mill, although it helps. It just really needs to get 8 cards. I guess Ruin Crab's not bad. It blocks a lot of things. Like it would block a Lotus Cobra. It'll block the 2/2 cats from Felidar Retreat until they start buffing. It just feels kind of soft, actually, now that I think of it. And those Ruin Crabs gave us something to put in instead of an actual rogue that was probably gonna kill us. Okay, so this is not keepable. We literally just have a Blood Chief's Curse and that's it. This is more keepable. We want the 3 mana, so I probably been... We have 2 pieces of removal. I want a rogue for this one, so we're gonna bin the Into the Royal. So we want our opponent to actually play a creature, so it makes sense for us to use Zulaport Duelist. So we're gonna actually, yeah, put some pressure on the board. Then if our opponent, oh, Clerics. Cleric of Life's Bond. So this one is just for me to get cards in the yard. Otherwise I have to target myself. What did we bin? Dauntless Unity. Okay. Then... just to make sure it's not a problem. If we can hit 1 more mana, our Singleton Zareth San is going to get some juicy stuff back. We did get our 1 more. Opponent will block the Duelist, that's a given. Oh, it doesn't block the Duelist. Okay, fine. So let's get their Cleric of Life's Bond, I guess. Now their Cleric's gonna grow bigger than ours. Our only benefit is that we do have Feed the Swarm. Okay, take a few hits here. Yeah, so we have Feed the Swarm and we can even shrink the Blight Priest. Our opponent knows that. I could just take this out, but no, we're gonna take this out because that's the one that's more likely to grow. I'm just gonna swing with these two to... Okay, opponent is not gonna block, so... It can be kind of awkward when all your clerics belong to us. So we're holding up Jawari Disruption and Zulaport Duelist. It's more Celebrant. Sure, that's fine. So it's supposed to be that kind of synergy. Yeah, no matter how our opponent blocks it, it's over unless they have a 1-mana kill spell. Yeah, good game. Yeah, you probably want the second copy of Zareth San, especially if you can get a very good aggro start rolling. So, and this also proves the value of having all those 1-drop rogues. It's not just Thieves Guild Enforcer that's great. So yeah, I'm actually happy with this one. It's a shame I only started this much later. I was busy doing I was busy with I was busy with other real world things, so this had to take a bit of a backseat. I could have done this last time, but maybe I would not have won this much, or maybe I wouldn't have had some of the cards. But we're getting our gems. Yeah, we'll take what we can get. There you go. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. So, not sure if we're going to get another Zendikar Constructed event. I kind of wish they pushed it much later. To give some of us who don't spend that much money a chance to get some of the other cards. But I'll take what we can get. And we did learn quite a lot, considering we were lacking a lot of rares. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.